Statistically, 80% of New Year's resolutions fail by February. If your goal is financial freedom, willpower just isn't enough. You need a system.
Today we're sharing a 4-step blueprint to make this the last year you ever worry about money and the first year you start building true wealth. So let's dive in. People always ask us how we managed retiring early on an average income of $75,000. The answer just isn't about the math. It's about stewardship.
As we look into 2026 financial landscape, we want to share our 4 biblical principles that guide our investment and our family's future.
Step 1, the ownership shift. The first principle is the hardest for people to grasp. You don't own your own bank account. Psalm 24:1 tells us that the earth is the Lord's and everything in it. When we were starting our fire journey, we stopped saying our money and started saying His resources.
That shift changes everything for 2026 for us. If the market gets volatile or interest rates shift, I don't have to stay up at night panicking saying why, because it's kind of nice to think about it, but it's like we're not the owner. We're just the manager of this money. Our job is to be a good and faithful servant and, with the portion that He's given us. So we don't have to have so much worry and stress about it if we think about it the other way.
So it's about peace. When you realize you're a steward, you invest with a sense of purpose rather than a sense of greed and fear.
Step 2, the parable of the talents, shrewdness. In Matthew 25, Jesus commends servants who invested their talents and grew them. He rebukes the one that buried his money because of fear. For us, burying our money looks like letting it just sit in a 0% savings account while inflation eats it away.
But being shrewd doesn't mean being reckless. In 2026, we are very intentional about biblical responsible investing, or BRI. We use filters to make sure our investments aren't supporting things that go against our family values.
Exactly. We just look for things that have good soil to plant in, whether it's tech leaders like Meta or AMD or broad market index funds. We want to make sure that our wealth is growing in a way that honors God too.
It's about making sure your money is working for the kingdom while it's working for your retirement.
Okay, step 3, the 7 or 8 rule, diversification. Amber knows that I love this verse and I talk about it a lot. Ecclesiastes 11:2, it says that invest in 7 ventures, yes, in 8. You don't know what disaster may come upon the land. That's a 3,000-year-old command for diversification.
In 2026, the world is unpredictable. That's why our ventures are spread out. We have our core brokerage accounts, but we also have alternative investments. For us, that's this YouTube channel and others, our real estate projects, and even our interest in Lego investments.
Even our 7,000-mile road trip was somewhat of an investment in our family's social capital. That's a term that we both, I think, just learned. But we learned how to live lean when we were doing that. We learned how to be flexible, definitely flexible for all the things that happened on that trip. And how to find joy in the experience over things. I think that hit us really hard.
Yeah.
It's like thinking about the experience that we had versus the things. It's just something you think about so much more often. It's so much more meaningful and impactful for you. So that diversification of our time is just important as the diversification in our money.
Step 4, the multi-generational legacy. Proverbs 13:22 says a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. But Jerad and I realized early on that if we leave our 4 kids $1 million without teaching them these principles, we've actually failed them.
That's why our 2026 goal is to involve our kids even more than we have in the past with everything financial that we do. We want our kids to understand that financial freedom isn't just about being rich. It's about having that margin in your life to help others and to follow where God calls us to go.
Whether we're at a national park or just at home with our daily routines, we're constantly talking about being grateful stewards. The best inheritance is a legacy of wisdom.
This week, don't just make a resolution, but make a biblical system. Look at your numbers, automate your talents, and diversify your ventures.
We'd love to hear from you. Comment below with the word steward if you're committing to managing God's money well this year. What's your biggest financial goal for 2026?
Make sure to subscribe to our channel and join us on our money quest. We'll see you in the next video, and Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year. Bye.